Hey, how's it going, everyone? How you guys doing tonight? Today we're from this beautiful world. Welcome to a bubble gut session, recipe sesh. Um, yeah, let's just call it recipe sesh with Beer Man and bubble gut, something like that, rather. Um, so I have one in mind already for the first one, but the second one I'm gonna go raw on. I was gonna say something else, but that sounded bad. Hey, cheers, Blue, man. Cheers, man. Right on, bro. Good to see you, man. Oh, yeah. Right. So, just the first one I have in mind is a Märzen. And I want to do it now because I want to have it ready before I go to um, Boston in September. Because I'm going to send some out to either Bumpy or Tanner or Eric, just so that we all have a taster of these by the time that gets there. It'll be closer to Oktoberfest time, so it'll be perfect for a Märzen. Um, so if I do it now, it probably should have been done in March. Which is a Märzen or something refer to March in German. But so I called this one Hammer Strike because there's a game that they play and they use a hammer and they strike a nail into a plank, see how far they can get the nail in. So Hammer Strike seemed to fit the bill on the name of this, so it just sounded good. Yeah, so that's what I have in mind, and I want to show you that, and then we're gonna go over another one. I'm wanting to do a Northern English brown ale, so kind of like the old Newcastle, not the Americanized version that they have it at now. It's a little more hoppier, more robust. Where this one was sweeter, lower ABV, um, and just had a nice balance between the hops. My beard hair is falling all over me. If I keep stroking my beard, I'm never gonna have a beard again. Um, it's my thinker. Let's put my hand behind my back. Okay, so that's what I have in mind, though. So I have some notes up for that already. I have a yeast that I have in mind as well because I only use Omega. I really love Omega's yeast. I need to actually talk to them about my channel and see if I can set something up with them. That would be cool. So let's get into something. Cheers, everyone. If you're here, you're here. If you're not, you're not. I'm just doing this for the sake of recording, either for podcast reasons or other things. So, but cheers to everyone that does watch. I appreciate your attendance um, and checking this out. So, all right. And I do want to say thank you to beersmith.com because that is the program I use for my recipe builds. So you can see as a link in my description. I also have Brewfather in my mind as well. They're another one. I didn't put them in there because I haven't subscribed to them yet. But I love that you can go right off your phone to there. So that's kind of cool. And they have a lot more. I'm not trying to knock Beersmith because Beersmith has a great program, but they do have a. I'm sure he's updating his stuff too. He updates his library on a regular occasion. But his podcast is really awesome too at beersmith.com. But Brewfather has it cool because you can. It has so many more styles. It has like all the latest systems with Spike, with SS Brewtech, with Grainfather. Yeah, they have like everything there, so it's kind of cool. It just takes a little bit because it all the work has already gone into like how much loss you're going to get out of that system. All you do is just plug it in and you're good to go, and you're not going to have any problems with your liquid efficiency or anything like that. But I put on my Santa glasses and fuck, let's build a beer. Let me show you what I have here. I'm Beersmith. Where is it? Where is it? It's not there. Oh, are you kidding me? Okay. It's right there, so why can't I share it? There he is. All right. So you see me on the left side. I call this Hammer Strike Marathon. It's a fest beer, of course, and it should be made in March and lagered over the months until you get to fest beer time, which is like late September and October, which is perfect because I'm going to September 4th to September 11th to Boston, New Hampshire, Vermont, Maine kind of area. I'm going to get a rental car and kind of travel as much as I can and see everyone. Hopefully, we'll be able to see everyone for at least a couple nights. That'd be really cool. I've only got 5 days there and then 2 days of flight. So, so I have 5 days really. But anyway, this is Hammer Strike, and so now my chiller, there were some shipping problems. Let's just put it that way. It wasn't Spike because it's a beautiful chiller. It works, I'm sure, very well. And due to the fact of shipping, mishandling it, I think some things happened, but at the same time, I'm still talking with them, and we're gonna figure this out. And they're very good with communication and making sure that their product is top notch. And I believe them because all their stuff that I have has given me nothing but efficient, if not over efficient, on my beers. So it's just been really cool. Really appreciate their stuff. I can't wait to get their mill and their counterflow chillers and my next thing. And then I want to get their 20 gallon bottom drained. It's on stands too, boiler with the condensation lid, so I won't even need to put on my range hood anymore. I can just have it drip off all the stuff. You just throw your hops in over a little thing, clip it back on. There you go. Next time, put your hops in again, put it back on, and it just drips all the stuff into a bucket. And it doesn't cause any problems, and it works. So you don't need a range hood. And that's kind of where I want to go. I just want ease. I want ease. But my next step really is to actually find a tap house building so I can start brewing professionally. I would love to get the licenses and start doing that. But in the meantime, I'm making a bunch of beer for myself, for others in the future with the lagers. But I want to get into some ales. I'm doing a NEPA next Thursday for myself. I might send it out to one person. You'd be surprised if it, when it happens. But just because I'm feeling generous and I want to share something with you if it's good. All right, so let me make sure I'm not. Hey, what's up, Sunfish? Cheers, man. Gotta get back to the chat here. Cheers, Blue Ice. Blue Ice. Cheers, Blue. Strawberry, dude. I'm gonna start growing too, dude. Next paycheck, I'm gonna get some soil and you start growing again because it sucks having to buy it, man. We're experiencing that now, and we're like, dude, it's either that or we get panned cartridges because they're like what, $30 for a gram. Yeah, fuck all that, dude. Fuck that noise. I'd rather grow my own. You know what you did to it too, so that's even better. So this is the Hammer Strike Marathon Fest beer. And the things that I wanted more than anything was to keep it traditional as possible. I've added my water profile with RO water is right there. 109 ppms of calcium, 21 ppms of magnesium, 2 ppms sodium, 79 ppms of sulfate, 36 ppms of chloride. So you want a little more bitter more than the softer on this style. And then the bicarbonate, which is baking soda, 171, which is really high. It's like on the high side, but that's cool. Fuck it. That's what they say. Then let's do it. Mash. Okay, so here's the main thing. I did this Kolsch, right here. Boom, in this tank. Bam. Gonna rack you soon, baby girl. I mean, that didn't sound good. I'm gonna rack this beer into a keg soon, baby girl. All right. That sounded better. But I was gonna do a protein rest at like a very short one for high modified, well modified grains. You want to go, if you're gonna do one, you want to do it on a shorter, higher temperature. So 130 for like 10 to 15 minutes. I was gonna do that, right? But then I had this Kolsch and I did a 30-minute at 122, and I have a 6.8% Kolsch here. It should have been 5.2% ABV, alcohol by volume. 6.8%. So it's a stronger one. It does taste good. I will admit it does taste good. I got a little bit of it in the cooler. I want to try later here in a sec. Later in a sec. Okay, that didn't work. Later in a bit. But when you protein rest and when you do decoction, well, decoctions even will add, I think, well, they usually just add the flavor, the color, a little more caramelization, this, that, and the heat to bring up your, which isn't even needed really. With a system like mine, I don't need to worry about that. I just bring the heat up with that and we're good to go. Like a few minutes, 10 minutes before, 15 minutes before, start bringing the temps up. But in the old days, you had to have something to bring the temps up. So they'd take some out, decoct them, boil it up for a little bit, and then introduce it back into the malt, and it would get into the mash, stir it up, and it would raise the temperatures. And then you're getting ready for your strike, which is the runoffs into your boil. So you're doing your lautering, and you're doing your sparging. But I don't need to do that here because these are well modified malts. Even the Pilsner malt, even the German Pilsner malt is well modified. Well modified. Already, all you have to do is crack it, put warm water on it, and you got sugar. Warm, let's say hotter than warm. But so I'm mashing in with a single infusion light body, no mash out, nothing. Just straight up like you do any beer, any English beer, any American beer. Boom, 150 degrees though. I'm not going 148, 149. Step time will take 75 minutes. That's 60 minutes of mash in, but with 15 minutes of a step to bring the temps up. To bring the temps to wherever you're wanting to bring them. So that in this case, it's what is it? 150. I guess. I was just, they're going 158 on the strike water. 158.7, almost 159, and then bringing it down to 150 for 60 minutes, and then it'll be 75. I don't know. I don't understand that, but anyway, I'll just do it. And when I convert, I'll start transferring it. So when I have conversion, when I have sugars, multi-amylase, A, B, this, that, blah, 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 blah. Working, getting that sugar water ready for the fucking yeast. You know what I'm saying? So there's that. All right. If I have to hear myself say anymore, it's gonna drive me nuts. No starter. I'm gonna go straight to the design. The hops I'm gonna use are gonna be German. Well, let's go into the malts first. Actually, let's build it like I build it. So first I add the yeast. The first thing I'm gonna bring to the plate here is the Oktoberfest from Omega. I actually had to order this separately from Northern Brewer. I usually go through More Beer, but More Beer didn't have them. No offense to them. So it's going to take a day later to get that, which is no problem because I'm not brewing until next Thursday, a week from Thursday. So, but I got 2 packs. It says 1 pack, but I need 2 packs because I'm doing 11 point. Oh, this is a 7 gallon. Oh, no wonder why I did that. Huh. I actually kind of want to make that an 11-gallon batch. So I already ordered everything though. I guess this is going into one keg. All right, we'll just do 1 5-gallon corny keg on this one. That works for me. Then I'll do a 5-gallon batch of that Northern English Brown. That'd be cool. Have all that shit on my tap. I don't have to go and buy beer anymore at this fucking store. Fuck that shit. I hate going to the damn store and buying beer every damn day. When you're an alcoholic man like me, well, I'm like a connoisseur / alcoholic. You know, I like to fucking have shit. Um, if I'm out, I lose my fucking mind. All right, so there's one Oktoberfest yeast, and that's 225 billion cells, yeast cells, in that. Omega always has really nice shit. So, and their Oktoberfest. Let me see. Oh shit, what happened? Redbeard, what's up, dude? Cheryl, cheers. FEO, cheers. Sorry, I was all in my own world there. You know, honestly, I would love to make a Budweiser clone, and I've heard that's very hard to do too, especially the clarity. Lagers in general are definite art. Oh, they do replicate quickly. No, you're right. I could do a starter, but Omega is really good, man. They've got some really nice live active cells in their stuff. I've been using them for the past 2 years, and I really like their stuff, man. It's really good. I would love to, dude. I'm going to New Hampshire, Boston area in September. I don't know where you live in that direction, but I'm actually sending some Marizens out to I'm doing this Marizen now. I'm going to send that out to these guys before I go. So maybe a 12 pack or something. Yeah, Zephiel. Yeah, definitely. I agree. Totally, man. Totally. A starter would definitely even bring out more than 225 billion. It would bring out 450 billion plus. But AJ Grows, man, I haven't seen you in a while. Cheers, bro. Good to see you, man. Oh yeah, dude. Oh, you're in Ontario. Okay. Ontario. That's kind of midway, right? Kind of if you were to like live in like Colorado and go straight up through South Dakota, North Dakota, that way right there, right? Or am I totally wrong? I think so. Midwest, yeah. I think they are. I like more beer actually. They all have kind of the same website platform, but they probably all took the same website template. But I like more beer because after $56, well, you can't order 50-pound bags though. But you can order after $56 on a recipe or whatever, you get free shipping. So that's kind of cool. And for my 11-gallon batches, well, this is a 7, but usually I do 11 3/4, almost 12-gallon batches. Um, I'm definitely spending 120 to $150 a batch, no problem. Well, like almost 200, 250 for a New England, all the fucking hops and shit. But sorry, sorry to make you laugh. All right, let's get back to business. All right, so the hops I'm using are Tettnang. Hersbrucker sounded really good. Hersbrucker sounded really good. I need to bring that hop up. Hold on. And I get these from Yakima Valley Hops. I really like Yakima Valley. Uh, where are you? So they are a German hop, obviously, but they have that citrus herbal menthol. They have flavors, aromatics, or where are you? Shit. I lost you. Well, now you're not going to tell me? What the fuck? Definitely no bully, but I can't seem to find the information. Let's go to Hops List. I like them. Floral, fruity, spicy. There was more of a citrusy. So like this Kolsch here, dude, this is a really good Kolsch, man. It hasn't even gone into lagering yet. It's just sitting here because I have to talk with the guy about my chiller. But I haven't transferred the keg, but it's done. I hit a 6.8. That motherfucker tastes so good. It tastes like orange, man, like orange and like peach. It's really interesting. I forgot what I added to it. I have to go back to it, to the notes, to my recipe. But no, Hersbrucker was good, and so I'm doing Hersbrucker, and then Tettnang, which is really nice, and then Pearl. So Pearl has the highest percentage of alphas, so I went ahead and did 0.75 ounces of 60 minutes. So we're doing a 90-minute boil, and then for DMS sake and all that stuff, and then 60-minute addition of 3/4 of an ounce of Pearl. They say at 8%. When I get the package, I'll re-input this as far as what the alphas are of the hops that I get from the company. But Tettnang is at 15 minutes. So we're doing a 60, a 15-minute, and then we're going to do Tettnang at 0.75 ounces, and then 1 ounce of Hersbrucker at, and they say 2.75% alphas. It could be more, it could be less, but within the range. A whirlpool of 15 minutes at 175 Fahrenheit. Just to kind of bring that Hersbrucker, because I really like the flavor notes that I got off the Hersbrucker. Of course, we're adding a little bit of Irish moss. And then that's about it. Okay, so let's get into the recipe. What's the grains? What did I do for grains? So the base of this is, so the main thing is Munich malt would be 50%. And then whatever else you'd use Pilsner to cover the rest of it. So you can do Munich and like 10 to 15% of Vienna. So I went ahead and added 6 pounds, 12 ounces of Munich at 43.8%, and then a pound of Vienna at 6.5% for that side of it. And then I covered it up with Pilsner 2-row German, 6 pounds, 39%. And then I added some Caravienne malt at 3.2%, 8 ounces. 8 ounces of Caramel Crystal 20, 3.2 ounces, or 3.2%. So all the specialties are 3.2%, except for, and then I added Carapils 3.2%, 8 ounces. So half pound, half pound. And then I put 2.4 ounces of Carafa 3 in there, 1% of the grain bill, just to add that. It added actually a nice little red hue to it, like an orange hue. Perfect amount. And we're getting at 6.1%. 6.2 is your max for the style. 6.3, excuse me. 5.8 to 6.3. So we're going 6.1% is what I'm shooting for. 22.9 IBUs, pretty much 23 IBUs. Color is 13.7 SRMs. It's all within a balanced range. We're hopefully shooting for a 1058 original gravity, a pre-boil of 1044 specific, and then a final gravity of 1012. We're going to single infusion light body no mash, and we're going to force carbonate this to get my carb levels at 2.3 volumes. Yeah. So total cost for this is 54. So you can see where I do 11 gallons, it would cost around 110, 111, 120, 115, 120 bucks, somewhere in that range. But that's that. And it sounds, if I had to do the protein rests and the decoctions, and everything else. I mean, I could probably do a deconction without a protein rest. Just pull a little out, boil it up, put it back in. Just to add a little more flair to it. But I'm just gonna go with what I have, and then next time I might get a little more daring. But since it's my first marathon, this is what I'm gonna do. If there's any questions, if you guys have anything to add, let me go back to the chat to see if you guys have done that. Let me stop screen. Hey, how's it going? It's me again. Yeah, no problem, dude. Cheers, bro. Thank you, man. Thanks for stopping in, bro. On a train car? What did you guys think of that? It seemed right? I mean, I did that based off of notes I found. I like to go through bringyourown.com, byo.com. They have a lot of good articles. Yeah, in fact, the Northern English Brown article is what I'm going to go off of for that one. But brewdudes.com had some nice tips for the English Brown as well. I like Bison Brewing. They have some really good stuff there. Bisonbrewing.com. And of course, I mean, Yakima Valley hops are by far like some of the best hops I've ever used in my life. I've been brewing since 07. I took a 6-year hiatus because I was tired of brewing outside. And I just didn't want to do it the old school way. I kind of wanted to start bending into that world of maybe getting a little more into the advanced side of it. And I mean, even using this stuff took a while to kind of get used to. I don't know. Now I'm all right. It's like super easy. It's not super easy, man, but it's easy now compared to when I was learning. Like anything you do. I do, man. Oh, let me go back. Oh, I hope so, dude. As long as my glycol chiller works, then we'll be all right. Just kidding. No, oh shit, dude. I guess my fucking Harry Potter glasses. Yeah, I do. I don't have Centennial. I have Cascade. I have Sterling. I have fuck, what's the other one? Willamette. And there's another one too. I can't think of it. It's not Tettnang. But I've got like 4 different strains, but I took the rhizomes and planted them in different areas after it started growing for a couple of years. And so I like put them in certain parts of my grass out there, and I have strings that go up with a wire that goes across, and it brings it up. It actually adds coverage to our backyard so our neighbors don't have to look down into our business, So yeah, I like Cascade. I like that original awesomeness of that hop. It's like the fucking godmother or godfather of hops. I mean, it's something you just have to have included in, especially in like a pale ale or an IPA or Westy IPA or something like that, but and other things as well. It doesn't have to just be those. You're a wizard. Well, thank you. No, so I was gonna do a Mexican lager, and I have a name for it, but I don't want to do it right now because lagers are taking a long time to do. They're taking up all my tanks. So I'm gonna do an ale, but this is the one I had as I went to Mexico for some new teeth. It's a Mexican lager. But so the brown ale, let's go ahead. Man, dude, I gotta go to the bathroom. Sammy, how you doing, dude? I got a lightheaded on that laugh. Oh shit, dude. Oh, definitely, dude. Oh my god, please. Good to see you, Sammy. Dude, I might lose some people, but I gotta go to the bathroom. This sucks. All right, I'll be right back. Hey, what's up? I'm back. So I had to get a little bit of tequila just to kind of sip on. It's the Pelagroso $17 ass shit tequila that goes really well in a margarita. I'm gonna sip it. All right. Whew. Yeah, I know. I have eight soda kegs. One of them's like kind of busted, but I can fix it. And I've been getting the floating dip tubes instead of the vertical dip tubes that they have in them. I just it's clearer beer in the end, cleaner. Um, I actually have tops for them too, for the corny kegs, with a hole in it to put a cork in and a airlock, so I can ferment right out of those if I needed to. No problem, dude. Cheers, dude. Cheers, man. Cheers, Sammy. Wash my hands. Yeah, yeah, we're good. That's funny. All right, so discussing um this beer. Let me okay, I'm not gonna get into history or anything like that, but I'm just trying to look at where they start to brew it, where they start to actually make it. That's what I like about BYO.com is they really get into detail. And this is coming from I mean if you follow who I'm going from, they know what they're talking about. So the Northern English Brown Ale is a flavorful malt-focused beer with hints of nuttiness, biscuit, and caramel. Take, for instance, Newcastle's older version of it, not their newer one. I always like that. I think it was like 4.6% or 4.8%. Very good pub drinker. Good bit of, I mean, the pub's going to be happy because you're buying a lot of them to get a buzz, unless you're a lightweight. But dark amber to a reddish brown ale, brown color with a moderate off-white and light tan head. Features gentle malt sweetness and an overall balanced beer. Even though the malt sweetness and hot bitterness are evident, but both are restrained and neither overwhelms the other. The malt character is full of biscuity nut flavors, aromas. Usually has a low to none of hop character, and it's drier and more bitter than the Southern cousin. Southern has more caramel character, usually darker in color, darker malt character. Southern can have a little more subtle coffee and chocolate notes, where the Northern generally doesn't have that. Uh, the Northern is moderate alcohol, the Southern is always low. So you're going to have like a Mormon beer, like a 2.8 to 3.2 down in Southern England, where you're going to have like a, I don't know what, 4.2 to 5.2 or 4.8. You got to think English, for fuck's sake. Um, Base malt plays a big role, definitely. And I would definitely use Maris Otter in this case for that nice biscuity, rich, even slightly caramel kind of feel to it. More of a biscuity richness. Um, I think it also plays a part in the head retention and the foam, as well as if you were to use Carapils or something like that. But you don't need to use Carapils. It's really not totally necessary. I've found that out just from trial and error. Um, British Pale Malt, like I was saying, is a good one for Northern English. That biscuity malt character. So let's go ahead and add that first. First, I want to add, let's get the recipe. Let me get this going. And share the fucking screen. Again. All right. Let's share it. Share. Why aren't you sharing? Share. I had a glitch or something's going on. I don't know what's happening. Share. Hey, StreamYard, you're screwing me over here a little bit, sort of. Okay. What the hell is going on, man? I don't know what's going on. What happened? Why didn't you go crazy style? What the hell? Oh my God. Something happened. I had a glitch. My internet, Wi-Fi, I'm not connected on the wire. Ugh. Okay. Share it again. Okay. So the name of this beer. Huh. I don't know what to call it. Blarney. That would be more of the Scottish, wee heavy-ish, like Scottish 60s, 70s, 80s kind of like name. More than Northern England. Oi, oi. All right, for now we're gonna call it oi, oi. Not IPA, brown, dude. Get it right. All right. So brewer, of course, is Mr. Fucking Beer Man, but this would be Bogut. And I want to go into the one that says use this. And we're gonna do a 7-gallon batch of that as well. Could do 7.5 actually. Let's do 7.5 just in case. My efficiencies are off sometimes. So 60-minute bow time sounds good. And this would be a brown ale, so an English brown. Do you even have it? Really? Where's B then? Brown IPA. British brown ale. There you go. All right. So up to 5.4. 4.2 to 5.4. So I was almost right. So we want, I think, let's see what they say real quick about like the body. So 150 to 154. Target mash. See where I highlighted? Target of mash temperature in the range of 150 to 154. So let's do I use a higher end of this. If you are making a lower gravity beer, use the higher end of this temperature to leave the beer with a bit more body. Okay, so and I want like a 4 point. Let me see what the old Newcastle was. What? No, it was not. Seriously? It wasn't 6.25%. There's no fucking way, man. There's no fucking way. 6 point, what the fuck are they talking about? 4.7. Fucking lying sons of bitches. 4.7. So let's hit that mark. And that's kind of like the mid-range. So let's go 150 on that. So we'll mash in at 150. Yeah. I like that. Single infusion, medium body, no mash out. Change that to 150. 1.2. I like 1.5, so I'm going to do that. That changes all the water volume and everything. That way I have a better efficiency. And we'll do that for 60 minutes. And fly sparge is 6.51 gallons of water. Going at 158.4 to get to 150 for 60 minutes. There you go. All right. And then the first thing I like to add is the yeast, because when you add the yeast after, it fucks with your ABV at the end. So you have to redo everything. So you might as well start with the yeast. And I want to do a British, but I want to see what we have British wise. So here is our British. I'm going to search for British and Omega to see which one I want. There's several of them. So the British Ale 5 Plus ALDC expressing gold standards for hazies, reliable haze. No, I don't want that. British Ale 2, what's that? This English brewery strain is thought to be from the historical London brewery that Lewis Pasteur visited. Is a strong fermenter, brewer friendly, flexible, leaves near spotless clarity, and has more fruit-like esters and malt than British Ale 1. Select for malt and fruit higher. Okay, that's cool. What is the British Ale 5 one say? Is undeniable gold standard for brewing NEPAs. No, I don't want that one. I mean, maybe. What is it? Stable haze. I don't really want haze, though. I want clarity. So the British Ale 2 might be the one that I want. What's British Ale 3? Complex multi-strain, shy starter. It's slow but steady to ferment, notorious diacetyl maker. No. I don't like the sounds of that for some fucking reason. What's British Ale 4? Apple, clover, honey, pear, light mineral, quality for great character, presentation to English styles, particularly bitters. No, I was liking the sounds of that too. Let's do that. I want to do that. I want British Ale 2. So that is the one we're doing, and we're doing just one package, and that's not 150 billion. That's 225, I believe. Let's make sure though. If it'll tell me. British Ale, let's see what British Ale. To more bit. What they say about it. They just have British Ale there. British Ale 2. Alright. Omega. Usually, most of these guys will have them, but man, this is a hard one to find. The only one that has it is Beer Maverick, which is fine. I'll order it and I'll get it. But what do they say about it? Attenuation, flocculation, reference. Okay. Well, whatever. But that's what I want. And it might be British Ale 1. Maybe I'll just do the British Ale 1. Fuck it. To make it easier, because then I can order from one place. Yeah, so they have the British Ale 1 there. I think they do. Yeah. No, they just have British Ale. Yeah, they have British Ale 1. So let's click on that. I want to see. They always give this the statistics that I want to see. 225 billion cells. So yeah, they were wrong here. Let's go ahead and do the British Ale 1, which is just as fine. 64 degrees. Ferment down to 64 degrees. That's cool. I'm not worried about that. 225 billion cells. I don't know the date yet, and that'll make actually a big difference in the final product. Let's move this to a force carb. And okay, so let's get the fermentables in there. Let's get the Maris Otter pale. And we're doing a 7 gallon, so I don't need as much as an 11, which would normally be like 19 pounds. Probably like 8 8 pounds or 6, maybe 6, maybe 7 pounds. Well, that brought us up to a 2.6. Hey, Angie, cheers. Cheers, Burley. Good to see you guys. So, yeah, let's go back here. Okay. Yeah. So what does BYO say also with the malts? So I'm doing a 150 on my mash temp. As you see there, they say 150 to 154. Depending on the lightness of your beer and the heaviness of your beer. Best choice is an extra if you're brewing extract. Okay. When brewing Northern English Brown, specialty grains can be as simple as moderate amount of crystal malt, no more than 10%. So let's add some crystal malt. Let's add some crystal 40, which is caramel 40. I could do 20 because I have a lot of it. Let's do 20 and 40. And we'll do split amounts. So 1 pound of 20 and 1 pound of 40. But I'll adjust the pounds to get us to the percentage we want. I'm just trying to add all the grains first. Crystal malt adds caramel and other flavors, notes to the beer. It helps build body. Crystal malt, la la la. Dark color, crystal malt, rich colors, well, la la la. Yep, I get it. Restraint malts. You want the beer to have more of a nutty character than a caramel character. That is why. So I would keep that at like 3.5 to 4% maybe on the caramels that I added there. This is why the base malt is so important. If you want to build an even nuttier toasty character in specialty grains such as Victory, which is a good one, and Pale Chocolate. So Victory and Pale Chocolate. Let's do that. What do they say the percentages? Use caution when adding any sort of dark malt to your grist. If you are using malts darker than Pale Chocolate 200 Lovabond, it can, which is that right there, quickly add a strong roasty flavor that is inappropriate for the style, turning your Northern Brown into a stouter porter. Yeah, so you want to keep it really, really low. Keep the goal of the drinkability in mind. Goal of drinkability. Fucking highlighter. Too much specialty malts results in a cloying or sweet heavy beer. Depending on the types of specialty malts, the upper limit for the style is about 20%. So up to 20% only. So Victory, we can add a little Victory, which is actually very nice nuttiness. That's down here. Victory is a U.S. grain. I don't know. We'll just add a pound to see what it does. That's at 10%. We're gonna have to lower that, but we'll bring everything up. Then we're gonna add some chocolate, which I remember that being in the Newcastle, also the old Fat Tire from New Belgium before they changed it. So chocolate, a lighter chocolate. So fuck, man, there ain't no lighter chocolate. Ain't no lighter chocolate. Fuck, it's all chocolate. What do they say about chocolate? Oh goodness. 200. Oh jeez. Okay. I ain't got that. There's like 250. It's a German rye chocolate. I guess we'll just go with that and add like 0.5 for now, half pound. That's a lot though. Make 2.25 because that's dark. That made it a nice. That's what the Newcastle looked like, kind of like that, right there where my cursor is. Where are you guys at? Let me make sure I'm following everyone. Dry malt extract? No, I don't. I use it if I did like a starter, but I haven't used anything. I haven't had to boost any of my efficiencies because they all go way too high. Like this Kolschir is a 6.8%, and I did not want it to be that high. That's because I did a protein rest on well modified grain. So it's I think that brought out the sugars more than I needed. And so you gotta just like not overthink it and just kind of like fucking not worry about having to do protein rests and all these other weird shit things to bring out all the sugars because it's like so easy nowadays. But it's like super easy. Not easy, but it's easy. Easier. Um yeah, so they're saying wild corn, cane sugar, and other adjuncts are traditionally in brewing many English beers. I usually omit them, take them out. Yeah, I wouldn't add that. I wouldn't add that at all. The sugar would add more ABV and more dryness, but just go to lower mashing temp and you'll be fine. 150 is fine. That's like the perfect balance between body and dryness. That's like right there. Bam. It's like right there. And for this style, I think it's perfect. Simple sugars, they thin the beer and they provide a little in the way of flavor contributions. Yeah, right there. Adding any kind of sugar to the Northern English brown is inappropriate. So none of that. Corn, I wouldn't add corn. No way. No way, no how. Maybe to some other style, but not to this. Northern English brown is best brewed with English hops. So EKG, East Kent Goldings, Fuggles, Target, North Down, Challenger. I would probably do Fuggles and EKG on this one. But let's adjust this first. Let me get me up to where I'm supposed to be. 3.7. Burp. 4.5. Let's take that down a bit. Because those percentages. Oh shit. Oh, with the time. What the fuck's that all about? Let's bring this back down to 7. Let's bring the victory down. The caramel down. Or the caramel 20, the caramel 40 down. 3.2. Increase the maris otter all the way to the bowl. To the bowl? What does that mean? All right. I want to go higher. The chocolate malt's probably about right, but I want to increase the amount all the way until I get to 4.7. So 10 pounds, 3/4 ounce. And then you got 4% victory malt, 4% 40, 4% 20. So you got 8%. See, I don't want as much caramel now. So we're going to have, wait, hold on. So a quarter, and a quarter. And then more victory. 4.2, 4.5. See how that works? So we got 6% victory. 6% isn't too bad. That'll add that nuttiness that I'm looking for. And then you got just enough. You got 2% chocolate, 2% of caramel 40, 2%. So 4% total of caramels, and then 6% victory. So you're gonna have more biscuit. I could even go a little lower if I wanted to, but 0.25, I can do 0.20. And 0.20. That's 3.2% now of caramel which is fine. And then you got 2% of, which the color is kind of shy. So I could even bring that up to 0.35 to bring that color up a little more. 0.40. That brought it up to 14.4, which is within style, and it's perfect, I think. And then we're still at 4.7%. We got 6%. See, that's just a little too much. 0.65. 5.2. 0.6 of Victory. 4.8 is perfect for Victory. And then bring that up just a smidge, and we're good. 88.9% base of Maris Otter. Victory of 9.6 ounces, 4.7%. Chocolate malt, 3.2%. Add that. That's actually quite a bit. But you don't want to emphasize on the caramel so much. But it's enough chocolate to where it's not going to actually taste roasted. You know? It's not that much. It's only 6.4 ounces. That's not that much. Caramel 20, caramel 40, 3.2%, 6.4 ounces, which is really not that. It's not even half a pound. And this is for a 7.5 gallon batch. So, all right, that's good. I like where we're at right here. 4.7% with 14.2 SRMs. We don't have the IBUs yet, but we're going to add them now. And that would be East Kent Goldings. Which is 5%. And what's the other one? What did they say? Fuggles. I like Fuggles, actually. You can get a little orange out of Fuggles, which is really interesting. Where's Fuggles at, though? Where do they say Fuggles? So it's low. So that would be one. So we want to add that at like 1 ounce at 60 minutes. Up to 30 IBUs. Okay, so that gets it into that gets it in there. 1.5 ounces at 60 minutes. And then we'll add at 15 minutes, we'll add EKG, Fuggles. They have the US, but I'll see if I can find the other one. So 1 ounce at, man, I kind of want to go 10 minutes to add a little more fugginess to it. And that kind of gives us a nice, that's a little higher for a 4.7. We might want to go a little lower, actually. Let me see what the balance is for a New Northern England brown. Hold on, I might actually have that right here already. There we go. Where are you at? Northern English, 0.54, they say. 0.54, and we're right there. We're right there, which is perfect. I was looking at the, you see these right here where my cursor is? I was kind of looking there. The color could be a little darker, but I don't want to add too much more chocolate. I could go a little higher on the 40. 0.25. And that would bring me up to like 14.3 to 3.6, which is still fine. 3.6 at caramel is not bad at all, especially for the style. And then Victory's at 4.7, which is fine. Under 5% is about right, in my opinion. You don't need to go too crazy. Chocolate's at 3.1, which is a little high for a higher SRM, but it may not be that 3. Let me see what More Beer's chocolate. Let me see what their chocolate malt lava bond is set at. Okay, so I don't want a dark one, just the lightest one they have. Pale chocolate. Crisp. What's that one? I fucking clicked on you. Would you go there? 225. So that's probably the one I'll get. So it's at 225. And see, I can set that to 225. And see, the color went totally down. You know, I could add a little carafa to it to kind of ease it. Not so much as to where it's like killing it. Maybe even a little brown. But carafa 3 would be a good one. And just like a very small pinch, like 0.15. And now we're balanced. We're at 15.7. That's a nice fucking color right there. That looks really motherfucking good right there. Look at that shit. See where my cursor? Oh my god, on the far right, that carafa did the fucking trick. We brought it to a 4.7 though, so I need to bring that down. I want to be at a 4. I'm happy with this right here. Good Lord Jesus. And of course I'll do a whirlpool, but with no hops, just to kind of collect shit. And then well, it'd be more of a whirlpool towards the end after. Well, when it's cooling in a whirlpool. What am I talking about? I'm sorry. Let me take that back. That was dumb. I'm not doing any whirlpool hops, so we're just gonna go straight to the boil. But very simple beer. Let me add the miscellaneous stuff, miscellaneous brew reviews. Irish moss, of course, needs to go in for 7. So we'll add a big heaping teaspoon of that at 10 minutes. And other than that, we're good. That's the beer. So let me save that. Oi, oi, Northern England Brown Ale. Stop sharing. Okay, I'm back, y'all. Let me close out everything. I'm going to do some tricks to this recipe, too. I'll probably think about it later. But that's what I have. A 4.7% is a super crushable English beer, pub-style beer. Like, it's going to taste very similar to the Newcastle, the old Newcastle, not the new one. So, fuck yeah, man. Hopefully I sort of replicate it in a way, because I used to drink that shit all the time, man. I need a beer with you guys, man. I'm done. I'm just kind of bullshitting, but I do need a beer. I do have to work tomorrow, but it's cool. It's cool. Not till I wake up at 8. So this is the Kolsch. This is the Kolsch. I've been crashing this. Not crashing it yet. It's still here because my glycol chiller fucking choked a little bit, but it's fine. It's fine. It's a great chiller. So I just want to get it working. But this is not at all clear, like you would want to see in a Kolsch. But only because I just threw a sample into the cooler to get it chilled out. And it's gonna take like 2 months, probably a month and a half. I'll add some gelatin, but it has cleaned down quite a bit. You can see a little sediment at the bottom as I poured it. As I cooled it down, it started chilling it down and dropping all that shit. But on the nose, man, this motherfucker smells good. The last one I did had a weird, like a weird doughy smell to it. It was weird. I think it might have been the wheat. I didn't add wheat in this. I just added Vienna and German Pilsner malt. That's it. Oh, fuck, I stirred it all up again. I shouldn't have done that. The purpose of putting this back in the cooler was to put it in after I stirred it up. So we're going to just taste yeast, I guess. But it smells, it's got that, like, it's got a very big orange smell to it with a nice little beery, Kolschy kind of edge. That clean, crisp Pilsner cracker with a nice orange burst. And that might be from the, I got to see what I added in this. I forgot what I put in it. Let me go back to the Kolsch. I love gold Kolsch. So I use Hallertau Middle Fruit, Hugo Melon. That's what's coming out. It's the Hugo Melon. It's kind of like a nectarine peach kind of orange flavor or aroma. Very nice. Hugo Melon, Hallertau Middle Fruit. And what other hop? Use another hop. Yeah, I use Southern Cross as well, which is an Australian hop, which is totally the mix-up with this whole thing. I wanted to make it as close to German as possible. Then I added Australian hops to it, but a very small amount, like 0.25 ounces, a quarter ounce, at 47 minutes, just to kind of help with the IBUs. But it smells so good. It's so orangey, peachy, kind of nectarine. Oh, let's drink it. Yeah, this is really good. I can't wait till this clears up. When it's clean and everything drops, this is going to be super tasty, man. It's got that crackery biscuit kind of finish in the palate and the finish down. It has a nice little Pilsner kind of bitterness, that Pilsy bitterness. Very nice there. Sweet and citrusy and stone fruity, very stone fruity, nectarine, peachy, orange, and then that beery kolschiness. God almighty damn God. This is my second Kolsch, and I can't wait to make you pretty. 2 more months, I'm going to have you again. I'll try you again throughout, but it's very hazy. I'm going to add gelatin to kind of coagulate all the proteins, get all that shit dropping down. Very nice. That's very good. That's fucking very good. That's not even carbonated. You know when something, you know something's good. Like when I used to grow weed, I'm gonna grow again. Actually, it's legal in my state, statewide, and federally. Actually, went to fucking. Well, it's going into like what the Schedule 3 now. Well, it's getting there, but when I used to grow weed, I would taste stuff wet, and if it tasted good right off the bat, I knew something was right, even though I knew it wasn't cured or dried or cured or anything like that. Same thing here. This isn't cured, but it's got this flavor profile. It's like, holy shit. Or the other Kolsch was like kind of weird. You're like, oh, this is weird. It's kind of strange. This has like this different like punch to it, and God, it's really tasty. I really like it. So I'm dying to try it. But that's the Kolsch, and it should have a really gold color to it too. So really nice. Cheers, Angie. Uh, how you doing? How's everything going? Yeah, I like this is good. Oh, oh my God. I need to go get. It tasted like it's very orange pithy. It's very good. Fuck. I'm gonna drink another beer, and then I'm gonna skedaddle and watch a movie with my wife. Maybe chomp on some tortilla chips from Mardi Gras last night. Dude, I made burrito stuff, put it in my Tupperware, had some lunch today. We made so much rice and beans and meat, like mixture for burritos. and I still have 5 Modelo Negros in the fridge here. I'm gonna drink on those with the lime. I love that shit. Nice amber lager with some lime. Nice Corona yeast in there, or Mexican yeast. That Mexican, I'm gonna be putting together a recipe of Mexican lager here soon too. As soon as I can clear up some of my fermenting or my tanks, my serving tanks. So I got some new things happening. Wednesday, we're having some new rules and guidelines for the show. I'll bring that up as far as shout outs go. I'm not leaving right now. I just wanted to shout out anything coming up. Tuesday, of course, is Beer and Cheese Tuesday. Wednesday, there's just been a lot of um, uh, just some things that need to be fixed to make it more fair for everyone else. So, but that, and then, so it's Beer and Cheese Tuesday, 8 o'clock Eastern, all spun out, which is a fun show. I really like that show. And that's like, I really look forward to actually doing it and getting it going. So if you want to show up for that, it's so much fun. And people win. You win. I still got to send a prize out to Alex. He won the last one. I'll send you a shirt, a glass, some of my beer, whatever, you know. I'm actually going to send him. I don't want to get into it because we're live. But yeah, so no, I owe him a prize and I'll get that to him. I always do. But that. So all spun out's fun. Don't show your ABVs. Bring a beer based on the adjectives you got spun with. We spin a wheel at the end. You get 3 adjectives. You go find a beer based on those words, and or 1 to 2 to 3 words, whatever. Even if you only find a beer based on 1 word, that's fine. Just bring it to the table, review it. Don't show the ABV. Then we do the ABV game. We do our last thoughts, and then we spin the wheel, and then we do a shout out, and then we get out of there. It's really easy. And then we get on to Eric's show with Thomas Mill 75. So Alex, the Beer Master, Eric, Tanner, all those guys hung out with BJ. I think at BJ's house this weekend. So that was fun to watch. Follow up on that stuff. So I'll be going to Boston. Logan, I just bought tickets to go out there to Boston in September 4th to September 11th. Go figure, September 11th. Gee, the best day to fly, right? Fuck, especially from Boston to LA. That's awesome. When the plane has more fuel. I'm just saying, it's like crazy. You know, what the fuck's wrong with me? But anyway, if I keep thinking about it, I'm gonna bring it about. So I better stop it. It's just a fear. But anyway, but that's going on, and no, I'm okay. So I can't wait. I can't wait to see. I can't wait to see these guys, man. Like in person. Like it's gonna be fun to just be like, hey, man, what's up, dude? From fucking the whole other side of the country coming over to see you, man. That's dedication, homies. Angie, yeah, it's really nice to have you up there, man. You're always welcome. You can always hang out with us if you want. No problem with that. Yeah, but yeah, so it's cool. Drinking on some tequila. It says it's 100% agave and it's from Mexico, so I kind of have to believe it. But it was only $17 for the bottle, but it was a very cool bottle and it had a fake cork thing in the top. So I was like, oh, okay, $17. But it went really well with the margarita mix, and me and my wife, had a little Mardi Gras party last night. Her and we just kind of chilled. I cooked all the food. I got all the burritos made. I put 3 taquitos into a burrito with meat, Spanish rice, and refried beans. And then wrap that up with some sweet Thai chili sauce, some sriracha ranch dressing, and some green and red sauce. And I forgot the sour cream, but I did put avocado in there. I had to wrap it in 2 fucking tortillas because the thing split wide the fuck open. But boy, was that good, man. I put it in the air fryer today, and that shit crisped up the tortilla and heated the inside real nice from the cold stuff I put in the Tupperware. I threw it into like all cold into a tortilla and then threw it in the air dryer. That shit cooked it up nice, man. Then you open up a little lip of that like crunchy shit and throw all your dressing in there and close it back up like a lid, and eat it. You just eat it. And I had my Modelo with my lime. I had like 3 of them, just pounded the fuckers because they're so light in percentage, like 5.2, I think. And I mean, I usually pound 6.8, 7.2s. While I'm eating, I'll pound 3 real quick because I'm so thirsty from work. I should have water, but I still gotta have that beer. So I'll be like, oh, okay, I'm done, and I'm done with my food too, and now I'm just chilling, and after that you're like buzzing, chilling, and then you smoke a little weed, kind of balance out your mood. It's all about balancing moods, man. Put a little music on, listen to it, dance to it, caress it with your mind. Hell yeah. That's it. Caress it with your mind. Mind fuck it. Fuck that shit. Oh man, YouTube's not gonna like that one. Sorry. Might get a little yellow one instead of a green one. The tequila really messes with your mind. I mean, serious. Talk about mind fuck, brain fuck, whatever the fuck. Tequila will fuck with your head. Just sipping on it slowly like that, you can really taste that cactus. I think this is really 100% agave, man, because it tastes like cactus. I've had cactus before. I know what it tastes like. It's actually very sour and bitter. It's like very bitter, not sour. You have to have like sweetener in there and stuff to kind of balance it out. Well, shit. We had 2 beers, two recipes tonight. One, I'm waiting on the recipe to come in. I ordered that. It's coming in. The yeast is all I'll be waiting for on Thursday. So I'll brew that, in a month. But the New England IPA I'm brewing next Thursday. So that'll be really fast. That'll be a quick one. I just hope I can get my glycol chiller working, man. Because I'm a little worried about that. Because I like to keep my temperatures right, man. When you can't keep that right, it can fuck with things. So far, it's been good, though, because this still tastes pretty fucking good. So I'm not too worried. More worried about getting my CO2 tanks tomorrow. These guys said, I took him in, right? I took him into the fucking the scuba place in Astoria. The lady says, oh, yeah, we'll have them for you on Saturday. Oh, okay, cool, man. Yeah, would you mind leaving them overnight? Yeah, sure. And I call them, oh, yeah, we're already out of work here. We don't have anything done. We'll get to it on Monday. Is that okay? Do you want a 5-pound tank? We can give you one. I'm like, no, I want my tanks. You said Saturday, but all right, I'll wait till Monday. So I call him today. Oh, yeah, are you the guy with the 10 and the 20-pound tank? I got the 10-pound one filled, and I'm filling the 21 now. And it's like 2 o'clock. They close at 5. I won't have that ready until tomorrow. So you're telling me it takes 3 hours to fill a goddamn 20-pound tank? You dumb motherfucker. What the hell's wrong with you? You lazy ass motherfuckers are gonna fucking be all shitty like this? I've taken my 2 tanks in, right? And they've said, okay, we can fill them right here and there. I sat on the couch. They filled it. It took 10 minutes to fill those motherfucking tanks up. Every time that lady's there, she has a problem with me and looks at me and eyes me down and makes it sure that I'm not some crackhead. Why do you want CO2? I'm a brewer, you bitch. I'm a brewer. I can let it go, dude. Excuse the B word, but damn, dude. I need CO2. I got taps. I gotta fucking do stuff. Don't advertise that you do this stuff for home brewers and then have a problem with them afterwards. What the fuck is wrong with you? So now I gotta go to Portland maybe to get my CO2 on time. It's stupid, man. It's what's happening on the coast. You rely on only one person, one company, because there's no other companies around on the coast that do that sort of thing. Otherwise, you got to go into the main city. And that's like an hour and a half away, 2 hours away. It's fucked up, Oliver. Cheers, man. It is. It sucks. These people keep fucking putting me off. I hate that shit. It's not a promise, but it's like it's a service, and they're saying we'll have this done by this day. Well, what the fuck? You didn't have this done by that day and by that time or anything else. At least let me know in a text message. You got my phone? Hey, we're not going to be able to have this done. Fuck, man. People are stupid, man. If I ran a business like that, I would be on it with everyone, dude. You are taken care of. You are taken care of. You're my customers. I want you coming back. Right? Cheers, dude. Doing a little rant. Sorry. I got a little buzz and started ranting. Let me get this ticker off of here. It's driving me nuts. There we go. And my name. You don't need to know my name. No, I get pissed when people, I don't like it when people change shit on me, man. You're looking forward to stuff and then they change it on you. It's like waiting for something in the mail and I get like a natural disaster, a tornado or a fucking hellfire, fucking winds and rain or whatever the fuck's going on, hurricane, snow. I get it, dude, but fuck, man. And it doesn't come in. You're like, fuck you. Anyway, it could be like the old days, where we're riding a horse. It takes like 30 days to get there to like 2 states over. Weight on my shoulders. No, I'm actually all right. I'm all right. I don't. I rely on them, so I can't. And they're very nice. I will say they're very nice. They're funny. They're nice people. I just character over business is not something that should be put together. Well, it should be, but you get the politics in there with the character, and it's like, okay, whatever. I'm not worried though right now. I don't really need anything at the moment. I mean, the only thing I would need is to have, because I want to do a pressurized transfer of this, a closed transfer into my keg of my coal share. And So I don't have that, right? And then my chiller doesn't work. And it's not chilling it down 2 to 3 degrees a day, 1 to 3 degrees a day till I hit 40 or 38 degrees, because I'm trying to do that to see kind of where the progression of that goes before I rack it into my keg, which is a Kolsch for those chiming in. Um, it tastes fine right now. It's fine. Everything's good. So I'm not worried. It's kept at 65 at the moment. It was at 63. I got the probe in here that goes into the thing, but I'm leaving it on only because it keeps it at that temperature. So I don't want to like really fluctuate it too much. I'm going to talk to the guy on Wednesday. Hopefully he can either help me with getting the temperature down to where I want it, or figuring out how to cool my glycol chiller, or tell me you're right, it's the refrigerant or it's the compressor in your refrigerator. Yeah. So, which I think it's the compressor, to be honest. I think it had I'm not going to get into detail because I like these guys and I appreciate them. So, but it's a shipping ordeal, and that's what it comes down to. So their products are great. Spike has really good stuff. My kegs, I have I've got 15-gallon torpedo kegs, the corny style ones with the liquid in out 15-gallon ones. I got two of those. So this is going to go into actually two 5-gallon corny kegs. I'm going to split it. Then I'm going to put my New England in that I'm doing next Thursday. I'm going to throw that into the other 15 that's empty right now. I just need to clean it and sanitize it. But and then I've got like 6 other corny kegs, 5-gallon kegs. So I'm going to put the Märzen in 2 of those, or 1 of those. I'm doing a 7-gallon batch of Märzen, and I'm doing a 7-gallon batch of Northern England Brown Ale. The Märzen's not going to be, nothing's going to happen with that until like I go to Boston in September. So I'm just going to let that lager all the way through in my cooler at about 34 to 34-ish degrees. 34 to 36. But I want to do some ales so that I can get stuff on my taps to drink, so I don't have to go to the store. I don't like buying beer all the time. It's, as we all know, it's very expensive if you drink a lot, like myself. And I mean, I'm easily buying a 6 to 12 a night, and not drinking all of a 12, but usually a 6 plus 3. But I space it out. Usually 3 real quick while I eat because I'm thirsty, and then I kind of space it out every hour. I'll have one until I go to bed, and I don't go to bed till like sometimes 2 or 3 in the morning, just because I can't sleep. I have a problem with it. I can't sleep. I smoke a lot of herb and get really tired there. A lot of indica weed and shit like that. But I'm gonna start growing weed too. It's legal in my state, like I said, but I'm in Oregon. Federally, they're actually working on getting that shit right. So that's cool. Kind of glad that's happening, because then you can go state to state and not have to worry about federal crimes. So that's cool. I like that. Hell yeah, Angie, for real. I hope that it passes through on the through our judicial system and our United States system and how it works. But I hope it works. Oh shit! Is that what you were one? I totally fucking flaked on that one. Oh, Angie. Yeah, I gotta work tomorrow. I gotta talk to a guy on Wednesday. Let's figure something out. Let's figure something out. I just gotta Wednesday or Thursday, even Thursday. Thursday I'm totally not doing anything at all. Like I won't be on YouTube or anything, like nothing. I usually take a break. If I'm not brewing, I take a break and hang out with the wife, stuff like that. So we can always talk Thursday if you want. Um, cool. If that works. Otherwise, let me know. I'm gonna start growing. I grew before. I've been growing since like '98, but I have a nice room where I have like a 2x4 tent. I have a 4x4 tent, and then I also have a 2x2 tent where I was doing some starters and stuff. Hey, Shredder, cheers, man. Um, so I was thinking about getting some more soil. I like soil. I was doing hydro for a while, but I like soil grow. It just has a more earthier taste in the finished results if you use good soil, of course, and good nutrients, and good pH water and everything else that goes with it. But I'm wanting to do one plant and do a low stress train where I'm just bending it down, bending under the grid, boom, 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 getting a bunch of buds coming up, yay high, and just having a nice thicket of one plant, something that we like. Because if you do too many in a 4x4, it gets crowded, and you end up with a lot of the bottom branches not getting all the light, and they get really shitty. Their buds are all crappy and grassy, and you can't use them. So you like waste a lot of your energy and time and money. So it'd almost be better to do a low stress train. Oh man, hey, I haven't shown much on it, but I am Trees Wiz, TreezWiz is my channel name. I haven't done anything there in a while, but here I'll put it in the. That's that. If you look that up, you'll find me. But it's been a long time since I've done. But I do grow, and I like to review pot. I want to put pot. I want to put terpenes in my beers and stuff. I want to do a lot of terpene beers and stuff. That'd be fun. That'd be really cool. Just trying to. I think it would be like more towards the whirlpool end or like a hot side because it's more of an oil. So you want to like burn that in, like get it more of like a 170 maybe degrees, 30-minute 170 whirlpool or something like that. And then mix in some hops that work with it and really get that terpy kind of bite to it. That'd be awesome. Fuck yeah, man. I love weed, man. Weed is so I can't live without that damn shit. I rub that shit. We have I have a lot of buds that weren't smokable, but they were decarboxylatable. So I put it into the air fryer. Actually, it works really well. You can decarboxylate your weed at a really low temp for a very small amount of time in your air fryer with some tinfoil. Put your buds in there, or your shitty buds, and then even your leaves, and then get all that shit decarboxylated, crunch it up, put it into some Everclear, let it sit for like 2 weeks to a month, and you got a nice tincture. You can put that in your beer even. But I usually put it on my joints, put it on my knees, on my legs, on my feet, any numbing areas. I always get numbing, like it's just like got pinched nerves and stuff. All this shit fucking helps a lot, dude. Totally, Oliver, man. Oh yeah, man. I appreciate you showing up. Um, Yeah, appreciate it, dude. It's good to see you. Shredder, what up? I've been at work. Cheers. I'm just hanging, just doing my thing. I got a little beer left to drink. I'm just gonna cheers with y'all and chill with y'all. Yeah, I'll be brewing. I think next Thursday I'll have all my ingredients for my New England. I haven't done a New England in a while. I figured out New Englands though. I've been brewing them for the past year and a half. And I've always had way too much hops in them, right? So I was putting 12 ounces in my whirlpool, 24 ounces in my dry hopping. It's not easy work growing weed. There's a lot to do. You are so right on, dude. So right on, dude. I could not agree more. Oh my God, the attention you got to give it. Totally, dude. Um, Biofreeze or get a happy. No, no, no. Get that happy ending. um, no, I like growing. It's cool. I mean, it's not automated. You have to actually go in there and check to make sure your plants need water, food, this, that. You gotta make sure your humidity levels are right. You gotta make sure um, even drying, even the curing stage, there's another portal that you gotta go down, as far as conditioning and keeping it right. Um, I, uh, yeah, no, I would say brewing is a little harder only because you got to be more attentive to the brewing process. And then you've got to, well, the the after side of it, the cold side is just basically making sure your temps are right and conditioning and length of time and all that. But the same kind of applies to weed too with conditioning. Um, it's really just patience. If you got patience, you can pretty much handle either that or either making beer or growing weed. Um, pa- Patience is big on weed too, though. That's a big one there. It's not like a barrel. That's like barrel aging in a way. A beer, it's like you can't try that weed. It's not done yet. So why are you trying it? I just want to try it. No, dude, it's not done yet, dude. You gotta wait. So it's kind of, I don't know. That's kind of like a almost the same scenario in a way, in my opinion. But there's a lot more technicalities with man. There's technicalities with brewing with growing too, though. I mean, you go off the wrong pH in your juice that you're feeding your plants, and that can really fuck them up. That can cause root rot. That can cause diseases, problems. Humidity can fuck them up. You got to make sure you're on top of that shit, just like you're on top of your beer when you're brewing and after you're done brewing. Your conditioning, your temperatures. I wouldn't have known that my glycol chiller wasn't working until I actually turned the temp down and it didn't go down any further. I was like, what the fuck? This is weird. Like it's set for 28 and it went down to 45 or something one time and brought itself back up. So I knew everything was working right. It was kind of like working with the TC100, humidity controller thing over here. Um, Everything was working good, and then all of a sudden it just stopped working. I was like, what the fuck? So there's always dilemmas and problems. It's like a light not working all of a sudden when you have lights for your, like hydroponics and stuff. Like I have all or hydroponics. I mean your LED lights, excuse me. Like your like I have like 4 LED lights. They're all 1500-watt LED lights. I've got also one that's in a box I never opened in case I needed to add another one because it broke. Because they're all China made. You order on Amazon and you get like, I'm not like docking the Chinese people. I'm just saying. Yeah, sometimes I get Chinese stuff and it like fucking breaks instantaneously. But I've got another one in my 2x4 though that works great. So I have all these backup lights in case I need to add some stuff. But I've got 4 1500-watt LED lights in my 4x4 that I set. I'll set them down to a certain level. When they're little, they get maybe 2 feet above the plant. It gives them perfect. And then you have fans blowing all over the place. And then you got an air conditioner outside of your tent. And I've got well, I need to get a I'm not so worried about it in the summer because it's more dry, but a dehumidifier is great for the winter months. So it's something I need to think about. But if it's just a one-time grow, like during the summer, spring, late spring, summer months, 6 months is really all you need to grow an endo, and it's that's really it. As long as someone can watch them, water them when they need to, teach them how to mix up the nutrients or mix up the nutrients prior and be like, just give them this water, you know. Usually when I've watered in the past, I've watered and they've lasted like a good week, and then I'll have to go back again and water again. So you don't want to go too wet. It'll get all like mildew and get weird. But I like growing weed, man. It's fun. Like I love growing growing beer, brewing beer. I love brewing beer. It's fun. It's really fun. Of course, the end results are the best, right? So you can actually try it. Fuck yeah. Oh yeah. It has to be. Even brewing beer is automated. You know. I mean, look at Budweiser and all these bigger macro people. You know that are huge. I mean, they have to have it automated. Yeah. I mean, you're so right. All right, Shredder, man. Have a good night, bro. I'm about to hit it myself, man. I gotta get out of here. It's like 10. I gotta work in the morning, but no, it's good hanging out with you guys, man. And Angie, we'll talk for sure. Let me know. I've got I gotta work tomorrow. So we'll figure something out. We'll figure something out. Let's talk about it. And Olivia, man, cheers, man. Good having you here, man. And thanks for hanging out. Appreciate it. Appreciate it, Shredda. Angie, and who else? Just in case I'm missing someone. And freaking Burley, man, Burley Sullivan, brother. And we had Redbeard. We had freaking Sammy from Short and Stout Beer Reviews. Redbeard. Cheers, Redbeard. And Zephiel, man. Yeah, I hope I didn't butcher that. And Buddy Cheryl, cheers. And Sunfish. All right, man. Blue Ice. Blue Ice is the first to appear. Right on, man. Will you guys take it easy? Yeah. All right, dude. Later, bro. I'm out of here. You guys have a good night, Dave, wherever you're from in this beautiful world. But now, after one more sip, hopefully I can brew this brown ale well and the motherfucking what's the other one that I had? I forgot already. What the fuck? Oh, it's a Marizin. Yeah. Hopefully we get this right. All right. Cheers. I'm out of here. After one more sip, where's my fucking outro? Well, we all know who this guy is. That's Babu. Oh, do you know my brother? That's me and my brother. And I haven't been able to find this back scratcher for a long time. I wonder where it is. All right, you guys take it easy. Check you later.